Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very important message for the people of the world. The world is flat. Can you imagine, people, having an announcement of such a nature globally? Oh my goodness. There's a link down below in the so-called description of this video to a documentary which has been produced by a very large company which has had the involvement of many scientists, very professional people, renowned, respected, qualified people, who, many of which have a belief system that the world is round, like many of us have had for all this time. This company, creating this documentary, approached several of these scientists, physicists, cartographers, and have asked them to join in with the experiment. They want to question, they want to see if these people would be open-minded enough to come along with the experiment to various places around the world over some time, as you can imagine, to see with their very own eyes the results of this experiment. And so they did this, and the result of it was that the world is indeed flat. The equipment that they used is the state-of-the-art equipment which consists of lasers, radio waves, theodolites, telescopes, and they've done it on lakes and seas in several places on the world, and they've discerned that categorically, absolutely every single time they carry out these experiments over long distances, sometimes up to 4,000 kilometers, the world has no curvature. And so the question I'm asking now, where do we go from here as a species? What on earth is going to become of the human psyche in view of this new information? Now, for those of you whom are regular viewers, which is a good number of you, you're familiar with all this stuff. And you know, as well as I do, that there is no definitive truth to anything. It's very, very speculative, it's very spooky, it's very extraordinary. In actual fact, it's fucking mad. We're living in a madhouse with no truth, and yet people are so desirous to find truth. But when we look for it, lo and behold, it eludes us. Okay, so these scientists and this company have done these tests, and they've discovered at this moment in time that the world's flat. But it's been believed to be spherical for thousands of years. And so could it be that there's going to be another explanation which is going to be conjured up, which is going to lead us into another belief system? Who can say, really? The powers that be are absolutely intent on deception, and they're very clever, and so they have many resources to deploy. So it's going to be very interesting to see what they come up with and how they discount these tests. You see, there's certain optical illusions. The brain plays tricks with us because the apparatus that we have to perceive this world is very dubious. And so, on the premise of this, I'm pretty sure that they will come up with something that will alleviate the stress of humanity and put them all back to sleep by bamboozling them with technology that they cannot comprehend. So, I will encourage you now all of you to watch this documentary, which is an hour and a half long, and to see how you feel about it, to see what you conclude about it, and to begin to think what this means for you, what this means for humanity. Because it's probably the biggest information input that we've had ever since the time of Copernicus or Galileo, when they said that the world isn't the centre of the universe. Shocking. And so how much more shocking is this information going to be? I just find it absolutely hilarious, really. I really do, because when you look at it, you just think the magnitude of the conspiracy in this dimension, the contrivance of it all, the master plan of it all is genius. And yet it's incredibly disturbing as to why. Why have they hid the reality from us in relation to everything? The origin of the human species, the origin of the universe, the origin of the world, the shape of the world, what we are, you know, as spiritual light beings, consciousness that goes on forever, all of this stuff, every single bit of it. They've hidden the reality of it from us. And so now I think it's high time that we really do come together on this and we address these issues and we promote all the information that we are privy to with one another. We engage in face-to-face conversations via Zoom or Skype or Scoom. That's about time they created another one to give us a little bit more choice, because the first two are not very effective. So Scoom, yeah, I can envision a video package that depicts us as holograms standing in front of each other, so we can see each other in a holographic form. Scoom, coming to you soon. Okay, guys and gals, so, I mean, how do I feel about it? My opinion of this flat earth thing, some of you will know if you've been viewers of mine for long enough, that I've said it's so complicated that how can we ever know? How really could we ever know without actually seeing this stuff for ourselves, without actually being on a spaceship and looking down at the globe? But I think with the new situation now, whereby respected, pretty well mainstream scientists are involved in this, and they've proved that, just that they can do calculations and they can, like, for instance, they will measure the distance between two high-rise buildings, 4,000 kilometres apart. They will send laser beams from the absolute top of the building and the same from the bottom. Now, on a spherical world, the buildings should be somewhat like this. So the distance at the top should be greater than the distance at the bottom. It shouldn't be absolutely the same on a spherical world, but it is. And so, when you look at information such as that, it is absolutely undeniable. You can't deny it if you're going to apply logic, the law of the universe, math, also the law of the universe, to something. Then we have to have a level of acceptance, even though it's painful for us due to the cognitive dissonance. It's painful because we've believed in something all of our lives, and now it's really going to put us in turmoil to consider the magnitude of the deception. My God, they've lied to us about absolutely everything. We're living in some sort of mind fuck. Jeez. Fear not, my friends. Fear not. Just look at it as eternal beings, eternal consciousness. We're just having an experience, and maybe we chose this experience just to have a great time. So, communicate with one another. Put some comments down, have some debates, do some more research, share information, and see what comes of this. And for me, it's going to be very exciting because this video is going to go absolutely viral. And the flat earthers are going to be absolutely ecstatic, jumping with joy that they've known it all along. And so there's going to be some shit hitting the fan, to say the least. And so it's going to be very interesting times. Isn't it a wonderful time to be living in, people? Wow. Talk to you later.